Hi everybody, it's me BK again, and I'm sorry for not making videos over a year. I'm sorry because of my depression and pandemic, and I just felt like nobody cared about my videos, and I don't notice till last night, which is still tonight, which is 12:32 a.m. on Sunday, that I actually do have fans, and I went up to 3 fans this time. I don't know when they went up, but it wasn't from 29 subscribers to 31, which is good for me. I don't know which song I did have a video that was over 900 views, but that's about as far as I ever gotten. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank this user who's apparently a longtime fan that the song they recommended to me is actually a song I heard before, but like because it's an old song, I never knew the people who made it, and the music my mom listened to is from the 70s, and I never heard the. I'm pretty sure I heard their names, but I was like, knew it since I was like a little kid, like probably in the womb. So I never knew the names, and like I never knew the lyrics all that well. I just know it had a good beat, and that was all I cared about at the time. Sounded good, and that's all she ever listened to. So yeah, KF 101, everybody. Anyway, Jumpy, I think it's Jumpy Luff gave me this recommendation, which is Genesis. That's all, and I studied it all tonight, which is I already said 12:33 a.m. And I got my own idea about it, and I'm gonna start reviewing it right now. Just give me 1 second, and I'm starting it. I like the beat; it's really good, good, catchy. And like from the beginning, which is that the stops at 16 seconds. He says in the beginning when I thought it was right, he said I was wrong when I thought it was right, which already makes me think he must have he feel like he misinterpreted something, and it's like pretty sure that happens to everybody. You misinterpret something that somebody. I'll keep explaining once the song goes on. Hold on. So, he said it's always the same, just the same. It's always the same, just always the same, and that's a shame. So that means it's happened more than once. So let's keep going. That was at 20 seconds. Okay, now it's at 27 seconds, and the more he's going on, he's like, that seems like he's having a hard time with this person because they're like when he says day, they say night. When he says wrong, they say right. When it's black, they say it's white or whichever. And it's like this person is telling them what they say is right and what they think is wrong, even if it's the right answer. And this seems like a complicated relationship, which is what I thought of when I was listening to the song and studying it. It took me a while to put that together to myself. Okay, now let's continue. That was 27 seconds. And see, it's almost well, it's probably a 4 minute song, but it has lots of uh instruments towards the end. I don't know. Okay, stop at 38 seconds. He says I should leave, but I he said he knows he should leave, but he won't. So he's staying even though he knows it's a bad idea. So that's I'm pretty sure that happens to everybody. You want to stay, you want to go, but you can't help but stay. And that's if you saw me in my other videos, I felt that way with my dad. Um, I think I don't know if I put that in the videos before, but I always felt like even though I was right, I felt like he would tell me I was wrong or something, or at least it felt that way to me anyway. So whatever, how you whoever interpret it. 38 seconds and now it starts. Now I can't feel anything from the head down to my toes. That seems like he doesn't have control of himself anymore. Like he lost all feeling, like which they what other people usually say, like probably you're numb. I think I felt numb for a long time, like going through school, like pre-K to 12th grade. I don't I like sometimes you don't even feel like you're walking. It's just automatic and you're just going through life. It's like I'm just I don't feel anything. I'm just whatever. But I think this is just a complicated relationship and he's just feeling like he's just dealing with it and he just doesn't feel anything anymore. He's just going with it. So let's see what else it is. That was 43 seconds. Now still got a lot to go. Now he says when he's looking at her or him or whatever, looking at this person, they just look at him and they just don't do anything apparently. I don't know. It's just probably they don't do anything. They just stare at each other and don't do anything. So maybe this is a relationship that's not working out and they don't even do anything together. They just sit there and stare and there's nothing changing. And that's just how it is. Apparently, I think. Hopefully this makes sense. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Turn me on, turn me off. Okay, that was after 1 minute. He says turning me on and turning me off. So this person knows what excites them and also what doesn't excite them, and they're playing with them, and that's all I got so far. That's 1 minute in. Then he said that's 1 minute four. He says then you've been doing putting me through this all of the time, so it's a constant thing. So this is a person he plans on being with or they are with, whatever relationship this person has with him, it's something that he's constantly dealing with, and they're pretty much treating him badly and not giving him the respect he needs, and they just do whatever. They don't care. I think, or they're just using them. I guess that's what it sounds like to me. Now I'm starting again. He said taking it all instead of taking one bite. That's like some people like probably taking more than they could before. What was it? Eating more than you can chew, biting more food than you can chew. Like you just keep overeating, just do it just because, even though you don't need to. I guess kind of reminds me of my dad who likes to eat, and it also reminds me of when my brother, if we were eating food when we were younger, or if I got something and he said, "Oh, can I have a taste?" I'm like, "Okay," but still, don't take a lot of it. Oh, I'm not. He takes a whole bite and it's like 75% of the food is gone. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Um, that's the only problem I've had with my brother. But I think this is about a person who's supposed, like like if you're dating somebody, I never dated anyone, but from TV and shit. That means they like what? Like a girlfriend or a boyfriend said, "Oh, I don't want to taste that. I just want to eat this." Get your meal. They eat some of your food. Dude, you said you didn't want it. Why are you asking? Why are you eating all my food? Like, oh, I just wanted to taste. Okay, eat all of it, and it's like you say you weren't hungry. Oh, or you got some else. Like, I just wanted to taste it, and it tasted so good, so I just no, no. This person is taking advantage of this guy. So instead of like probably buying them like two trays of food because the food they bought is being eaten, and they bought them their food, and they're gonna eat that too. So it's like, dude, why are you eating more than this? It's like one bite is fine, but you're eating all of it. Like they're really taking advantage of this guy. Let's see what else. That was at a minute 12. Let's see. Say he's doing it all the time. That was at 116. Okay, now it's 122. He says I could leave, or he like saying he could leave, but he doesn't want to because I don't know. That's as far as I got. That was only like 2 seconds, so he didn't want to leave. He said, "Oh yeah," he said it's easier if he should leave because it'll be easier, but he won't. Yeah, he doesn't. He can leave. It'll be easier for him, but he doesn't. He can't leave, even though he knows it's a good idea to leave, but he doesn't leave. So it's like any complicated relationship. You want to leave, but you stay, which is probably like domestic violence. I've been in it before when I was a kid with my dad, not really, but still, it's something you can't just stop. I don't know if this guy's being hurt, but he's being hurt emotionally and being taken advantage of emotionally, I guess. Saying you can't feel anything in the head to the toe, so same thing. Yeah, he went back to saying um, that they were just staring at each other, and it's still a shame because they're not. It's like I think he feels ashamed in himself and the person because he's probably had his hopes up, and it just keeps crashing down each time, but he never leaves. Let me go back. Okay, now it's at 145. He says, "The truth is, I love you, but it's hard to wait. What did he say? Let me see. Let me see that again. Okay, yeah, he says that's 144. He says, "The truth is, I love you, but shoot, what did he say? Truth is, I love you. Truth is, I love you more than I want to." So that's kind of like somebody who you shouldn't put your love into, but he loves them, but he puts too much into them. So that's probably a person trying to get love back from people more than they should. Probably from toxic people, like So yeah, that's probably what it is. Toxic people. That you love them probably in the beginning, and then they start using you, and you put all this love into them, and you just it's probably really complicated, and it is hard to let go. No matter how much you love them, but I can't. He's probably ashamed of himself for that person that he's with, whatever that person is to him. Let me go again. There's no whining, trying to pretend. He said there now it's at 156 saying there's no one who makes me feel the way you do. So it's a love hate. It's a complicated relationship. So I can't imagine how hard that is. Which is like me and my dad. I really don't want to forgive him for what he did to me, but it's not something I can just forget because I can't even remember most of what happened now that I was told some of the truth about it. But let's continue on the song. Forget about me. Okay, 156. Let me see. What did I say? That was at 12:02. Let me go back to 150. What did he say? Something about you be together till the end. Not sure what that means. I forgot. But he makes sense after a bit. It's instrumental. Okay, yeah, he's talking about again about um being easier to leave and it'll be easier and being with this person still makes them numb from head to toe. Let's see, that was 230 minutes. Got like a minute and some seconds left. They're actually just staring at each other, not doing anything, saying it's a shame. Oh, he said, but I love you more than I wanted to. So this person, he didn't. He was probably just dating them just to. I don't know, but they started loving them more than they wanted to. Probably more than they thought they would, and it's a shame because I don't know what it is. Maybe he's just ashamed of it. Maybe of loving this person or of what they put them through, and they know it's a bad idea to stay with them, but they can't help themselves, and it's a shame that they can't feel the same love that the same love they're giving to them they don't get back. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Now on to now that was 2 minutes 50, so let's keep going. Oh, there's no point in trying to pretend. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of the song. But he was saying, talking about black and white. Yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah, that was it. Because it's way too long for the instrumental. But he was just, I think it's basically he's having a difficult relationship with this person, and he's stuck, and it's a shame. And I think he's probably gonna leave him, from what he says, like because that's all they're doing. They're just using him and treating him badly, and it's they know they should leave, but they're just stuck. And like what the slang is today, they're saying toxic. So this person is toxic, and they're using him, and he can't leave because they make him. He feels love from them, even though they just don't do anything. They just stare at each other and just they have no connection. I think that's what it means. He has no connection with them, and it's a shame because he loves them so much. And I think that's pretty much what it is, but I'm not exactly sure. But I think that's all I can figure out from the song from listening to it. That's because the same lyrics over and over. But so in conclusion, I think he's in a toxic relationship that he can't get out of, even though he knows she should, and he knows he's being used. He knows they don't have the same connection anymore. He loves them a lot, but he can't. He just can't bring it to himself to leave, and he feels how they are with him, and he's ashamed of them. But I'm probably more ashamed of himself. I would be if I was him, and that's just all he feels. He's just ashamed, maybe for them or himself or both, or the whole relationship. I can't be sure about that, but it could be a shame for all three. And I think that's a good song. It's the next beat. I need to find a shorter instrumental ending. It's good and all, but I don't think it's gonna keep going with the lyrics because it just kept going on with the instrumental. So I'll give this song. I heard it before, but I haven't heard the whole song before. I think in a long time. I give it a 3.5 out of 5, but maybe a 3.8. 3.5. I can only think 3.5. But it's a good song. It's catchy, and it's hard to differentiate what it means to me because it's really hard, and it has all these different words and stuff to say what it means or what it could mean. But that's all I can think of, which is he's in a toxic relationship that he should leave, and it's a shame that has probably because he has to end it. I think that's what it is. He's gonna probably end it, and it's a shame how much he loved them, and but it's no connection. They don't do anything, and they don't do anything together. They just tell him everything that they like. If they think it's black, they say white, and even though that's not how it is. Even if they're right, like scientifically, they're saying no, that's wrong or something. It's like I can't stay in this relationship. So I think that's what it is. It's a toxic relationship, and either thinking about ending it or who knows. But I think he's trying to end it, and that's why it's a shame. And he says that's all, or maybe it's an open-ended song where he's not telling you what he's actually doing. But I think the last words were "it's a shame," so maybe he is ending that relationship, and because he just says that's all. Maybe he's saying that's all I feel. That's all. That's how I feel, or that's all I can come up with in this relationship. It's like that's all I know, and that's all I can say, I guess. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.